Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is your favorite Divine Light, and today we're going to be looking into your money, career, and finances. What is coming your way for the next 4 weeks? I have here your human design card, which actually carries the missing ingredient, what you need to know in order to accomplish your desires. I'm going to get into the details of that later. We have your final message of confirmation. We're going to keep it right there. We're going to see what happens with it at the end. And I also have here how the doors of abundance will open up for you. We're going to check this divine doors later, okay? Let's jump into your reading. And before I jump in and start, I want to remind you that welcome. I hope you enjoy this reading if you're new here. And if you have been here for a while and haven't subscribed already, don't forget to give thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and become a part of this beautiful soul community. I see actually tears of joy fell out of your cup within the 3rd week here. That can indicate some good news coming forward unexpectedly. These tears of joy were very light. So I feel like this energy is going to come to you in a very lightly manner, in the sense of this is something maybe you have been wanting, desiring for so long, but didn't happen yet. And it will happen in a manner that is not going to even push you. Okay, it is going to be happening super lightly. I see there's a pathway opening here within the 4th week, maybe even the 3rd week, towards the end of the 3rd week. And the pathway has here a beautiful flower blooming. Kind of reminds me of like a tobacco plant. I think tobacco plant has like a purple flower on top. One plant has that. I don't remember which one was it, but I feel like it was the tobacco plant. The thing is, here you're the missing ingredient. I feel like it is the missing ingredient with the human design was actually taking care of your needs. And also maybe allocating your resources wisely, because tobacco actually is a plant that can be turned into medicine, but it is being used in a different way that becomes harmful to people. So seems like there's a resource coming your way, but it's like a double-edged sword. So you can use in a good way or the bad way. Your awareness is actually very important here. I see there's a pathway opening with that. This can be the opportunity, the doors of opportunity opening for you. This can be a place outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're going to be moving, traveling to, and maybe this new place you travel to might have a lot of like eye candy stuff. Maybe like the cities, like the big cities like LA, New York, Berlin, they have a lot of fun stuff, but they can drain your energy. Maybe it's about being aware of this kind of like the energy draining things. This can even be maybe if your job is to sit in front of the computer and like research, but while you're researching, maybe you're diving into the things that are not really related to the situation and pulling your energy away. Being aware is important, okay? What I see here, there are 2 people on the hill. I see trees right here planted, but I also see there are 2 people on the hill. They're very close, getting very close. There's an intense conversation happening within the 1st week. By the way, if you would like a private reading, I'm going to leave a link up here. You can go ahead and check that one out as well. These 2 people are getting so close. One of them kind of has like the tail of a bird. I want to say like a tattletale. Maybe this person is actually a tattletale, like carries all the words that you're leaving them to another person. This can be someone at work. You're on top of a hill together. So I feel like you guys are actually in this business. You're doing something together, building something together, but there's also a little bit competition in between you. Okay, this person can be someone abusing the power, okay? Maybe trying to look bigger than they are in front of you. But I feel like you are on the same level. They don't know more than you do. This can even be like a structure that you're thinking that is bigger than you. Because there's all this saying after the ChatGPT, before the ChatGPT came into life, they were always saying that the computers are going to take the places of human jobs like lawyers, doctors. You're going to type it into the database and something is going to tell you what the doctor is just the, actually diagnose you. They were saying these things, but the thing is, the problems that you do not really think about is your intellectual capacity is always necessary. Computer works on a based information, like something that is already known. But in order to receive unknown information, human mind is necessary, because that's how, like, the unknown information can come to the human mind. Unknown discoveries can find by the humans, not by the computer, because computer lives on data. So I feel like here, if that's the thing that you're dealing with, this is maybe someone who actually acts like more knowledgeable, but you're not really someone who doesn't know anything. You know a lot, and your skill set is actually going to be useful for a lot of people. I even see two owls. One of them kind of looked like a kangaroo to me as well. This is the second kangaroo that I'm seeing this week. I saw it in the general coffee cup too. The owl and kangaroo. Kangaroo is your strength, basically, using your strong, powerful parts of you. And the owl is intuition, your gut feeling. You're being guided to the perfect opportunity, and that will be useful. Your information of the experience that you gathered will be extremely useful. Seems like within the first week, you might even get the second chance in a very light environment. I see trees here that, that reminded me, there's this gorilla lady. She's actually protector of gorillas. I forgot her name. Jane. No, I don't want to make it up. So she was like, she celebrated her 90th birthday recently. Okay, so like that reminded me of the jungle. That's her environment, that's her nature. So I feel like you're going into that kind of a space that is going to be your nature, your environment. Very light energy, creativity flows. It's all about gut feeling, spiritual guidance, and as well as knowledge. Okay, and knowledge is power. So in this case, like the powerful conversations are happening, not like light things that is actually blaming or stepping away from the responsibility or accountability. I feel like you're stepping to that kind of a better place. It seems like coming in the 2 weeks or so, you might even see the environment, maybe get invited to in that kind of a space. So if you're getting invited, do not reject the invitation. Just go and see what's happening in there. I see then the third week, the pathway is opening. Towards the end of the third week, there is a real pathway opening outside here. But you might have to experience and explore the new opportunities coming ahead. I see there's a dark circle in your heart space. I feel like maybe you're feeling under pressure currently. And there's a man's face right there. He has kind of like a little man bun, but a cloak, a cape. And under the cape, there's an elephant's face here. This can be someone extremely wealthy. And the hair tied up on top of his head can symbolize that this person really has their thoughts and desires in an order. They really know what they want to do. I heard somewhere, I don't know if this is correct, that actually like braiding the hair in the Native Americans, Inuits, braiding the hair has a different meaning than releasing the hair. When you're braiding your hair, when you're tying your hair, it's about like gathering your thoughts and organizing things and going on to your mission. But letting your hair loose actually symbolizes creativity and like receiving inspiration and actually cultivating that. I see here he has a cape, so he might be someone, this can be your masculine energy too, who has like super powers. Superpowers can be intuition, visualization, imagination. Okay, superpowers doesn't have to be like flying. Okay, flying and pilots, if that's the superpower, pilots already have that power too. And so this person can have their thoughts organized. There's a big fish above their head, and they can be the one offering you this big opportunity. There's a big mountain that you're going to overcome, and maybe even there's a mountain and I see a tree here. This can be even a location that you're going to travel towards the end of the month. And finally, yes, you're going to travel there, and I feel like the obscurity of that space is not going to last very long. You're going to actually get into a clear field. I see Godzilla, kind of like a dragon type of energy. Maybe, I don't know if you do anything related to Japanese culture, Japan, and this guy actually like the tied hair on the front kind of reminds me of that kind of like the mannerism as well. So it can be something Eastern culture related too. Doesn't have to be specifically going there, doing business there. I actually came across the book of Sun Tzu, The Art of War, the other day in the store, and I was like reading some sentences from there. It can be even like taking lessons from that kind of a thing and applying into your life. Okay, so there's such thing I see here. Just, you know, like there is a different timeline that you're opening a doorway to your future, and in that timeline, what's gonna happen here is you're going to definitely accomplish something which will carry you to a lighter dimension, a lighter energy, that you don't have to overwork, but you will have plenty of what you're desiring. Okay, success, recognition, eventually finances and money. Let's get into your plate now. If you have a question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see there's not going to be many crowd following you. Your desire coming really fast. Whatever that you desire, I see a letter V even is a victory coming ahead. There are tears of joy actually fell right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a tears of joy right there. Something very joyful, happy, that will really boost your energy coming ahead. And the V is a victory. Initially, in the beginning of the month, you're going to be minding your own business. I see a goat face here. Goat can be a Capricorn with like stubborn Capricorn here that you're dealing with, but they don't really have like a stubbornness in the sense of bothering you. I feel like this can be someone extremely fueled. Maybe you are being the guidance, the leader for them. I see an angel here. Like, I know it's a little, like, you can see the angel wings here, like he folded his legs and like folding his legs here, like one of those like statues in Florence, I think, in the buildings they have this kind of like angel sitting on the ledges. So this can be something, an opportunity, a divine opportunity watching over you. Divine, let's say the divine's will is your will. This is what you're desiring, but you think it is very big. It's not really accessible to you, but it seems like here it is just going to appear out of nowhere. Now I look at it, it kind of looks like a person's face here with the letter I or maybe T. Timothy, maybe. This can be a person who's going to show up to actually like help you close a cycle when it comes to financials, maybe even open up a new one for you. Okay, all right, let's get to your tarot. While I'm pulling your tarot, I want to tell you about this human design card. This is the gate 19. Okay, this actually expresses, this is in Turkish, so I have taken some notes here, the needs that you have. I kind of see like a woman's body right here. So maybe you are perceiving others' needs more than yours. Okay, that's first initial thing in order to attract the abundance. What happens is when the abundance starts flowing into your life, it comes for you. Everybody has their own resource of abundance that they can pull from the universe. What you're doing is, maybe whatever that comes to you, you're not spending on yourself, you're not caring for yourself, maybe you're just giving it away to others first. Okay, what happens in that case is the resource dries, because the resource is your resource. Everybody has their own resource. Okay, so first you need to start caring for your needs. Initially, that's the thing with this gate 19, taking care of your needs. Gate of wanting, whatever that you're wanting, focusing on that is very important. You can solve it with others and change them if you can. Okay, when you solve something within you, okay, when you're having problems, troubles, and maybe even misunderstandings with people, when you can resolve that conflict within you, then you can resolve with others as well. Okay, and another channeled message here for you says, actually, you can't miss what is meant for you. Okay, so do not worry if you are. We have Six of Swords energy here. With the Six of Swords, this is your current situation. You're walking away from something that doesn't really serve you anymore. Okay, I feel like you're leaving that past, maybe financial struggle behind. This is not going to pursue anymore. This is not going to stay with you anymore. You're going to move into a different field, which is the area of opportunity. With the Ten of Wands, this is actually an area of opportunity which might seem like you have to put a lot of energy into it. That's the main problem here, because it's not something like that. It is something that you're going to work for, but at the end of the day, the produce is going to be your thing. Okay, this is going to be your bounty. Basically, you're going to be the one saving it and storing it. This is going to go into your castle. You might have to take a risk, but risk of being you. So it's not really that kind of like a heavy risk here. The risk of being you can actually symbolize maybe expressing your fiery self with the Queen of Wands energy, expressing yourself brilliant, talented, independent, which who you are, and making your moves, not depending on anybody else's like structure or timeline, and moving on in a very confident steps. That's the risk that you have to take. You have to show your true colors, maybe in some cases, and how to move forward with that, leaving the past behind. The thing with the Eight of Cups here is like maybe you had some victories in the past and you're trying to keep recreating that in the same manner that you have been doing for all your life long, and maybe, or you are trying to, with your success, trying to help others before you help yourself. You have to just move on from that situation. You need to leave that in the past so you can actually access to this abundant, beautiful future. Let's get your clarifiers here. Your current financial situation is actually, even if you're feeling like it is bleak, we have the Six of Swords energy, which is moving from choppy waters to the calmer shores. So you're not going to stay in that same field. You're not going to stay in that same hardship. You are actually moving away from it. Yes, you're creating a new, we have the bird box here, not the bird box, but the bird home. They are creating their own home, making a new place for yourself, maybe even finding a new job or new financial opportunity. That's going to be what's happening in your situation. The area of opportunity, like I said, even though it seems like you have to put a lot of work into it, 5 is like the half of the 10. So you might even get away with the half of the things that you do. You don't have to put maybe 100%, 20,000% into this thing. You can just do maybe 50% of the work that you have done, but you have to start seeing that initially. The tree symbolizes long-term stability, financial security, generational wealth, establishing yourself, and maybe even finding a long-term job that will serve you a lot. Okay, so the risk of opportunity, this is actually the area of opportunity for you, that you're going to work, but you're going to get the results really fast. The risk here is, like I said, being who you are, and even maybe the childhood here, children, meaning your creative part, your creative energy that you have to start expressing. This is needed. This is required. Okay, if you do not use this part of yourself, this is not going to maybe get you where you want to be in a faster way. But this is a risk as well. Maybe the people that you're working with are not going to be open to the creative ideas. So being tactful rather than forceful is very important here. Okay. How to move forward, we have the here, move right ahead, cut through the storm like a buffalo. Okay, that's what buffaloes do. I don't remember if I did explain to you in your weekly reading. But what happens with the buffaloes, when they see a storm, because they don't like to get wet, they don't like water that much, they do not run away from it. They run right through it. And this is suggesting that run right through it, run right through the task, take care of it, have a to-do list, because it's better than being done than lingering in your mind. Okay, whatever it is. If you're looking for a new job, or if you have an idea, that maybe a book idea, artistic endeavor, you just keep going after it, because like, do one thing at a time, then you can complete the task. Okay, so this is for your tarot. I'm gonna get your how you're going to access the doors or opportunity going to open for you. Let's see that part of the story. And like I said here with your channel reading, we had 1111 gateway portal, okay, yesterday. So we have here actually like climbing upwards. This kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys ever try like hypnotizing yourself or hypnotherapy. There is actually, I imagine this kind of like stairs going down, this kind of stairs, like this kind of looks like a dungeon. Maybe you have been locked in a dungeon, or in the sense of like a mental prison that you keep thinking you are limited, but it seems like you're unlimited and the door is pathway is open and you are free to go now. And like I said, the repeating numbers 1111, you keep seeing these things. And when I was writing your channel message, actually it was 1441, and it is actually not only limited to the date, the time, it is maybe even the street number that you're passing by. They're all signs from the universe telling you are on the right path, you're following the right decision. Okay, that's why it is good not to doubt what you're doing at this time around. Let's see how the opportunity, heart healing, morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Basically, Six of Swords and Eight of Cups. One of them is like logically moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. The other one is emotionally moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. So in order to get the financial success, you might be wondering, like, how is that even related to finances? But the love is related to your loving yourself, and appreciating yourself is related to your financial success. And it seems like here, something that you have been through in the past still lingering in your energy and maybe blocking the abundance to come to you, or maybe you are trying to overcompensate by giving what is meant for you to the others and to receive love. But know that you are always lovable, and what you need to do is emotionally and logically walk away from past mistakes, and they are not mistakes, they're experienced lessons. Now you know better. Okay, let's get to your final spiritual message here. Seek, there you go. Ask and you shall be given, and seek and you shall find. The power of spirit exists. Okay, that's on my wall actually. Knock and it will be opened onto you. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. There you go. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.